everyone, how are you doing today? My name is Karina and welcome back to my channel. We are continuing the panning journey today, this time with a project I have never done before. I have been binge watching a lot of other people's projects and this is intriguing. And of course it is created by the very creative and talented Emily and Max. And of course that is the Deck of Panning Project Pan. It is a year-long project, so I am joining this project a little bit on the late side. So I'll be posting my intro now, and then of course I will be doing updates on the 20th of each month with everyone else, with the finale on December 20th of this year. Why I'm adding this project in is I do have a lot of projects, but I want to have some more projects that are more focused on makeup usage rather than a lot of finishing up of items. So I do have a lot of heavier use up, especially in the skincare realm. So I want to get into just playing, right? I want to play projects, so I'm going to be a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more casual, a little bit chill with this project, which of course is exactly in line with what Emily has said, right? It's a game. It's there to be fun, so we can kind of take it at our own pace. So that's what I'm going to do. I want to simply play, because of course I do have my use those eyeshadows, which is 10 uses on an eyeshadow. I do have some usage goals in This Is Fantasy, but I want a little bit more, just a little bit, just to play, have some options, and kind of get more use out of my entire collection. So that is my intention behind this project and why I'm joining in at this point. I have these absolutely adorable, like, look! Oh, this is so cute. So this is going to be my deck. And of course, for those of you who aren't familiar with it, I'm sure most of you are, I do recommend checking Emily's video out because she does do a much more in-depth description. So I'm just going to do the concise overview at this point. Essentially, you have a full deck of cards. Every card is going to connect with a different prompt on a board, which is randomized every month. So random prompts moved all over, so you can do a whole bunch of fun stuff. With those prompts, you can do anything. So she's very open. So for example, in her 2023 intro and explanation video, right, if you have to prompt the primer, it could be a face primer, it could be an eye primer. It's totally up to you how you want to interpret it. And she does have a spreadsheet with explanations, but you can even be flexible from that. So it's really, really open. And I do enjoy it. New rule for 2023, which she talked about in her intro video as well, is if you get a card you don't, like, it doesn't really work for you. She gave the example of, let's say you don't wear foundation and you roll in the prompt for a foundation. What you can do instead to replace that is roll 2 new cards and try to combine them together, right? So let's say you got, for example, a highlighter and a powder. Right, you have to do like a powder highlighter. That would make sense. So that is a new option this year. But of course, the big twist for this game is, of course, the Joker card. The Joker card is always the same. It means, are you joking me, right? So something that you do not want to pan. And of course, that is tailored to every unique individual. So she gave the example, right? If you don't wear red lipstick, the Joker could be a red lipstick. It could be a colorful eyeliner. It could be something you never reach for in your collection, whatever the case is. So this is going to go into my deck, and I'll do some shuffling in a moment to really make sure that's all shuffled around in there for us. But that is essentially the project. Again, if you want more details, I recommend you go check out Emily and Max's video because she just explains it so well, and I talk too much in my videos. So let's just move right on. I'm going to take a moment and shuffle this deck. Then we'll be starting off with pulling 5 cards. Once I have my 5 cards pulled, we'll take a look at the prompts. And then I'll go pick items from my collection because I haven't obviously pulled them yet. I'm wanting to do more of that on camera for you guys. And yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking of doing moving forward for you guys. So if you're excited, let me know by giving this video a thumbs up, leave your comments down below, and without further ado, let's get into this deck. The very first one that we're going to do, this is the 4 of Hearts. So hearts are a great way to start. I have no idea what this is. I'll have to look at the game board, but hearts are my favorite shape, so this is great. Second card we're going to pick is the 10 of Diamonds. Third we're going to pick is the 3 of Clubs. oh wow, yeah, 2 of clubs. And the very last card I'm going to pick is going to be the 4 of diamonds. So this is the card selection I have drawn. So let's take a look at that spreadsheet. Of course, that is randomized each month, so the prompts are a little bit different, and we'll see what I have to pull from. I have consulted the spreadsheet, and now we know what these all are. So starting off with the 4 of hearts. So in terms of our prompts here, so the 4 of hearts, this is going to be a glittery item. Getting into the 10 of diamonds, this is going to be a sentimental item. 3 of spades is going to be your newest item. The 2 of spades is favorite color. My favorite color is purple, so we'll see what we pull for that. Of course, the 4 of diamonds is going to be a duo or a multi-chrome product. So without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead, take a look, and see what I've got. All right, I am back. I have picked my items, and that wasn't as difficult as I was anticipating it to be. So I kind of gravitated to some products right away. So I'm very excited about what I have selected. So let's work through what I have selected. So starting off with the 4 of hearts, this of course was a glittery product. And what I've chosen to select for a glittery product is going to actually be a highlighter. This one is the Physicians Formula Diamond Dust Mineral Wear for a skin perfecting glow. If we look at the product there, right, very glittery, shiny, very, very pretty. The name is quite accurate. For this to be fairly like glittery, as the name suggests, I actually do really like this. Again, because I'm going to be focusing on usage, I have opted for this guy since it is a complexion product. The goal is to use this guy 20 times. So it's going to give me some options to play with for a highlighter. 10 of diamonds is a sentimental item. So it took me a moment to think about something for this guy, but what I've actually landed on is this perfume here. So this is from Nina. I'll put the name up on the screen for you guys. This is a beautiful fragrance. It is very vanilla and citrusy, which is exactly what I like. And like there's a fair amount, I would guess it's like up here or so. So I didn't get it completely brand new, but I really enjoy this fragrance. The reason why it's sentimental to me is because this is a fragrance I actually got some compliments on from a friend. And so like I don't get a whole lot of fragrance or cosmetic compliments, so that makes this very like near and dear, and I love the scent of it. And I have been neglecting this a little bit because I have been rolling smaller sample perfumes into my projects. So really my full-size perfumes as a whole have been neglected since I've been basically doing YouTube. And this is a wonderful time of the year. This is very much a spring summer scent. So I'm very excited to kind of give myself permission to use this and not just kind of narrow in my focus on my fragrances that are in other projects as well. Because now this isn't a project, that means it's fair game too. So again, that's one of the reasons why I want to do this particular project, because it allows me to reach for other things that normally I would not let myself reach for. The goal for this one, again, we're going to keep it somewhat on the smaller side because I do, again, want to just make usage on things. I'm going to go for 20 uses on this. Because again, I do have a lot of other fragrances and projects that I'm working through as well. So throw this one into the mix. 3 of spades, the newest item in your collection. And my item I have selected is so new, it's not even here yet. You'll be seeing this whole video go up pretty soon, so nice little spoiler for that. But I had taken advantage of the Sephora VIB sale, and I am going to try out the glow that is supposed to be arriving hopefully today, but SPF is something I need to be using, and I need to make sure that it actually works for me. I do know that for a lot of people, especially if you layer your skincare, which is definitely something I do, the SPF can have a tendency to pill up on the face. So if it doesn't end up working for me, I want to make sure I'm able to return it right away, which is another key motivator for me to actually try it. Second key motivator, of course, is SPF is something you should wear every day. Am I wearing SPF today? And no, I am not, even though I have a small SPF in another project that I'm almost done. So I need to get that guy knocked out so I can use the glow recipe, so I can use it for this project now. And that's what I'm going to roll into this project. The goal for that one, again, I'm going to start off with 20 uses because that should get me going into a routine of using said SPF. But this project is going to allow me to make sure that I have that reminder to actually use it. The two spades, a favorite color. As I've already mentioned, my favorite color is purple, and obviously purple eyeshadow, that's a huge option for me. But again, because I have eyeshadow project specifically, I decided to reach for something a little bit different. And that, of course, is something that I should be getting a lot more use on because this is getting older in my collection. And of course, there's no way to really track progress, which of course for that, what is it? It's an eyeliner. This one comes to us from Quo Beauty. This is their Liquid Precision Marker. The shade of this one is Ultraviolet. So it is this gorgeous, gorgeous purple. So it is a lighter purple. I would prefer a darker purple, I think, as an eyeliner. But it is also very seasonally appropriate for this time of year. It's going to be challenging because colored liners I do struggle a little bit with. Now, as a liquid liner, this means it's going to be easier for this guy to show up. But it's going to be challenging. So my eye products, I tend to have lower usage goals on it, and the goal is still kind of lofty for this kind of colored. We're going to go with 10 uses on the ultraviolet eyeliner. And the last item that I rolled in for this intro, of course, that is the Four of Diamonds. The Four of Diamonds is a duo or a multi-chrome item. And of course, that one definitely needs to be an eyeshadow because, of course. Now, this is going to be a challenging item based on its color. But you did see me pan a very similar product to this in Finish 7 by Spring. And I have had these for a while. It was a trio pack that I got from BoxyCharm. So I do need to actually prioritize it, but because I'm a little bit scared of it, this is going to help jumpstart it a little bit. But it's just so, so pretty. And that, of course, is the Lorac Eye Gloss. This one is in the shade Skinny Dip. And I think you can even see it there, like that blue to, you can see the purple on the ends there. You can get a little bit green. Let's see, anything else? Yeah, a little bit goldy green as well, depending on how the lights hit it. The camera's not doing this justice. It's mainly just picking up the blue. But this is the color Skinny Dip. So absolutely gorgeous. And because it is blue, that's what makes this a little bit scary for me, a little bit intimidating. But it just fits the prompt so well. And I've had it for a while, and it's pretty, and so I should use it. So I'm going to. So I'm going to start off. This has never been opened even. I've never worn this. We are going to start off with 10 uses on it because, again, that's kind of consistent with eye products. 10 uses is going to give me enough knowledge to determine if I like this or not. I imagine I am because, like, no matter what, like, that's just, it's so pretty. So pretty. So 10 uses. And again, I tend to use these as more or less a one and done look. So like I will use something in my crease. I may do something to deepen out the outer corner, but otherwise this goes all over my lid. So it'll be good for kind of quicker makeup days, but obviously it is more colorful and vibrant. So isn't necessarily something I normally gravitate to, but I am actually kind of excited because now it's like, it's in a project. You gotta use it. So let's use it. And that is going to wrap us up for today. So I have my 5 items. Again, 4 of them are on the table currently. That 5th one will be joining us hopefully very soon. And I'm just so excited to play with these. I like the idea of randomizing with all of the fun little cards here. You'll be seeing this very cute deck quite often again. For now, of course, though, these cards that I rolled in, they are going to go back into the deck. They're going to be reshuffled in because, of course, on the 20th of May, you will see my first update for this project. And, of course, we will have a new game board. There's going to be new prompts rolled in. They're going to be randomized on there. So this should be, again, a fun project, a little bit scary, but it's all part of the fun of the game. But essentially, it allows me to get use out of more items in my collection. And that is something, especially with my makeup, that I particularly want. So thank you so much for joining me for today's video. Leave me your thoughts down in the comments down below. Subscribe so you don't miss the update. And I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video very soon. Have a wonderful day.